reef systems. So that's what an atoll is. An atoll is an old island that basically just kind of fell onto itself, and then the waves will continue to beat it up even more to the point that they just become sea mountains, so underwater mountains.
Something in the water below us about 9 o'clock, my 9 o'clock, like a brown spot. I don't know what that is.
Oh, is it our shadow?
No.
Still at 9 o'clock here somewhere?
Yeah, to my left it was.
Man, I could see how it would be real difficult for an ocean rescue.
This North Shore, very little people mess with the North Shore. It goes from calm to like 50-foot waves, just like instantly.
Oh, I think that's just stuff floating in the water, brown stuff. Like.
Okay. We'll keep on cruising.
Keep your eyes open though. We do want to see a fish. Oh, they're down there. What's that mermaid's name? Ariana or?
Ariana Grande?
Come on, girl.
So that last valley, guys, that's Pololu. You can drive up to the overlook and then hike down to the beach and then hike up to this next ridge line and look down into Hanakananui like we're about to do.
How quick does the ocean drop off down deep?
Yeah, just a quarter mile off, it's just one big shelf, like thousands of fathoms deep, pretty much just right off the bat there. Yeah, that's why it's so dark blue.
I know we didn't pay for it, but where is the waterfall that everybody stops at? Did we already pass that?
Yeah, it was on the. So when we were talking about, basically when I made that 180 to get the waterfalls on your right hand side there, and then I made the left hand back. It's along that line of cliffs right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been, I kind of mentioned, we're on the tail end of the dry season here, so a lot of the waterfalls aren't even really showing as well as they can. But the location themselves, those are pretty much the most remote spots on the island. And all the vegetation growing and everything, it's just beautiful. I just landed there with it, with just being out there in the most remote spot.
This looks like it could be a golf course.
This is the Parker Ranch. So all of these cattle out here, it's part of the Parker Ranch system. The biggest privately owned ranch in the United States. Might be a little bumpy coming down here, guys. But this is the summit of Kohala just to your left, and then you're going to be able to see Walleye, Mauna Kea, Mauna Loa. So we'll have the timeline of the island in reverse from here.
And that's the weather station on the left.
Say again?
Is that the weather station on the left behind us now?
That is a weather radar. And we're going to start to see a lot of parallel lines in the ground and a bunch of shapes, some squares, some rectangles, some circles. The parallel lines would have been sweet potato or taro, so crops of the time. And then cattle were introduced, and they were eating everything. So they started putting up all these lava rock walls. So we were talking about that military training going on right now. There's 3 Apaches right here, just cruising down the hill. Not sure if you can see them against the Mauna Kea over there.
They just look like blackbirds. This looks like the high rent district over here to our left.
This is what they call the Kohala Ranch community. Each one of these homes is $3 million and above.
So not quite the high community, high end.
Here's the bumps I was talking about, guys. So see the dark brown along the shoreline here, just before the community? That was a fire. August 8th, when Maui had their 3 fires, we had 5 fires on the Big Island ourselves. Nowhere near the destruction that Lahaina received, but this one got right into the community over here, right into Kohala Ranch.
What was the source of the fire?
I need to make one radio call, and I'll be right back with you guys. So I was flying that day, August 8th. All right, our first flight of the day, the winds picked up, and they were over 60 miles an hour for the rest of the day into the next. Right, so over 24 hours, sustained winds, over 60 miles per hour. And just with all that wind, electrical lines just started bending and cracking, and fire started pretty much everywhere. This one, and there's one over here next to the Mauna Kea Resort. and then there were 3 of them down on the south point on this island. And then that if you look at the location of where this is, like if you compare the Big Island to Maui and the location of this fire to the one that Lahaina was, it's almost the exact same location. The way the winds were coming over the mountains and increasing, and they almost hit the exact same spot on the islands. So the wind just kind of got funneled and just kind of kept increasing on the ground speed there. Just here, guys, this is Kauai Harbor. It was a military jumping point during World War II. It started as a military jumping point. Just behind Kauai Harbor, there's 2 lava rock structures just up on the hill. That's called Pu'ukohala. That's where King Kamehameha became the ruler of the Big Island. Kind of brief history, he was in a war with his cousin for 9 years. Consulted the kahunas, the priest. The priest said, "We want 2 lava rock altars if you want the gods on your side." So he made them. Then he called out his cousin. His cousin came out of a sign of respect for the challenge. He was defeated on the shoreline and then sacrificed on those altars. And at that point, King Kamehameha had enough mana or power to take on Maui and Oahu. After defeating both those islands, he was on his way to Kauai. Kauai said, "Hey, we're good. We'll be part of it." So they entered peacefully into the kingdom around 1810. And at that point, all of the Hawaiian Islands were under one rule, but it started just there. And then there's the dark brown leading up to the Mauna Kea Beach, Mauna Kea Resort. And then you got the Hapuna Beach and Hapuna Resort. Both these combined rated top 10 in the world for beach experience. So guys, we're going to keep on cruising here past the community of Puako. That's a really good spot for snorkeling and scuba diving. They have their own reef system just along the shoreline. So from here, guys, we're going to continue along the shoreline down to A-Bay and then turn in for the Waikoloa heliport. So just about another 5 more minutes of flight time. And it'll be a good chance for Joanne and Jason there to check out the turquoise water and the reef system. So we are going to start to descend. Just make sure you're managing that pressure in your ears. And when we land, if you would, again, just like we did over in Hilo, keep the headsets on and the seatbelts on until everything stops spinning. And I'll grab the doors for you. Might be a little bumpy coming through this wind line here. But this is the Fairmont on the left. We got the white building to be the Mauna Lani. And the Hilton just at the edge over there.
And is that Kona all the way in front of us or farther?
Yeah, down around that point would be the airport, Kona Airport, and then Kona will be tucked in after the point. Right, guys, from here, so I'll just like to take the moment to say mahalo, guys. We got Jessica, Scott, Sherry, Don, Jason, and Joanne. Yeah, again, let me just take the moment to say mahalo. Thank you, guys, all right?
Mahalo.
Thank you for your time. And congratulations on getting your daughter off and moving on there. That's great. Thank you. How big of a group was it?
50, including wedding party and everyone. 50.
That's a huge undertaking, man. That's great. Well done. So Hilton down here, and we'll turn into the A-Bay. You got the Marriott back in the corner there.
That's nice.
What's that right to your left? 10 o'clock for you, Edmund, right below us.
This little pond? Or the little community over here?
No, something was swimming down here in the water.
Don't make it right. Oh, there's a canoer.
Hey, we saw fish.
I'll make a right turn here. Kind of last opportunity, maybe it's about that fish. Where were you looking, bud?
I think it was your canoer.
Okay.
I think Don's just making things up so you can keep going in circles.
Nicely done.
Been round in circles, gonna fly high like a bird up in the sky.
Spin me round, 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 baby, right round.
Hey, I wish you were here with me, walking on the beach in Hawaii, playing on the golden sand, looking at the ocean. Now I understand. Love is like the open sea, and I wish you were here with me.
Now, do you guys have flights that